Is DS Global Inc stock a buy? DS Global Inc came to our attention by one of our subscribers, I believe, by the name of Tony Hyep. So thank you very much, Tony, for bringing this stock to our attention. And as at the last session, which was the session of the 16th of February 2021, DSGT closed at 90 cents, and we can see their website here. You see, DSG is obviously, you can see it's a an EV manufacturer, electric vehicle maker, and they are already making vehicles. And this is their website. This is their new website. You'll find the link below, and we can see here there's some piece of news. This is the news. The news is not as recent, but still very relevant. This is our new website helps to clearly articulate our evolving story to various stakeholders. And that's according to the president of and CEO of DSG, that's Bob Sales, with pre-orders on the way for the highly anticipated Skywell ET5 SUV, an electric vehicle exclusively marketed in the North American and Mexico region by our Imperium Motor Company subsidiary, and supply chain backlogs in our Advantage tax system subsidiary now resolved. We expect 2021 to be a year of strong performance. Okay, so I bet you definitely know, you even already know more than we do about DSG Global, so we don't need to continue about that. And it's this is also still old. This is DSG Global and Premium Motors secures worldwide rights to Rumble Motors Rover and Rumble Air e-bikes. Okay, so this is an S1 document that was filed on the 29th of January 2021. What is exactly? I know an S1 document, an S1 disclosure is to register shares. So, but the shares doesn't look like it's that new as such. But okay, so probably registering more shares. I think it looks like 10 million of them or something like that, and they were raising proposed aggregate offering price. Okay, they were raising about $6 million, I believe. Not very sure absolutely what's here. So this is really good. So let's see what we can digest about DSGT. So DSGT appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Okay, let's have a look. Longer term bullish trend. Okay, yes, it is correcting within a longer term bullish trend. So if we consider what happened as at the end of December 2021, it was at a high of $1.34. Okay, it's definitely correcting, but if we also consider what's going on here, at this high of the 4th of February, where it's at $1.06, because that's not even as high. This is where it's here. As at the 10th of February, it was at $1.08. So would that be a correction? Yeah, it's definitely a correction. Yeah, definitely a correction. So it's correcting within a longer term bullish trend because it's closed at 90 cents. So if you move 10 cents from $1.80, that will easily give you 98 cents. So yes, it's correcting within a longer term bullish trend. So the 200-day moving average, this is the longer term, and yeah, it's upward sloping, no doubt. So it's correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Shares remain 234.6% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Okay, so let's look at the MACD is presently below the signal line. Okay, let's have a look. Let's expand this. It will give us a better picture. Okay, yes, there you go. It's slightly below the signal line, and that it's absolutely the case. Okay, slightly below the signal line, but it's 234.6% above the upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it is easily outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, so let's move on. And momentum for DSGT is strongly bearish. Okay, let's have a look at the momentum. And they also say the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as well, as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. So that is momentum. It says it is strongly bearish. All right, yes, that's it. You can see the momentum is strongly bearish. It's now in it's pointing at 85.9%. At some point it was at 1,000. You know, even as recent as this, that will be as recent as, let's get a date here, as the 25th of January. Yes, it was at 299% or thereabouts. So it's yeah, declining. And then it says also that the slow stochastic oscillator 14 days is also falling as well. Let's see if we can expand these and get a better picture of what we are talking about. Expand momentum. Yes, all right. And then we can see what's going on here. It's, you know, it's now below 100, obviously. Okay, it's okay, but it's now it's pointing out 92.4%. That's what the momentum is. So let's expand the slow stochastic oscillator 14-day. Yes, it's also falling as well. Stands at currently stands at 63.2%. It was way higher than that, but at the same time it's also indicating that it is no longer overbought as well. So we will come to all of those things. Yes, and the volume for the 16th of February 2021 was lighter than usual, trading 1.77 million shares versus an average of 4.7 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. Okay, let's have a look at the unbalanced indicator, and it also says the slope is also positive. Okay, let's collapse these. Let's collapse that as well. That's the unbalanced volume indicator. Let's expand it. Okay, that's it. It's definitely positive. It's strongly bullish, I think is what it says, and it's obviously the slope of the indicator is easily positive as well. Yes, that's what it's saying. Yes, the unbalanced volume indicator is bullish, no doubt. Okay, slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So I can see that what this is it's implying is that And given that the momentum has become tepid, and the signal line is also below, MACD signal is below the signal line, momentum is tepid, and a slow stochastic oscillator is also falling, it definitely tells market participants that it is a good buying opportunity. So what has happened is that certain market participants have gradually started to buy the shares in very small quantities. Certain big investment houses approach stocks on the markets like that. They don't, these houses trade with billions of dollars. They don't lob all those funds at once into the instruments they want to buy. They gradually, especially the very big ones. We're talking about the Vanguards and the they're like, if they are going to buy a stock, they're not going to just pounce on it with $10 billion in one session. They just gradually inch by inch, but that will be recorded. We have already seen that already in this. We can see that the unbalanced volume indicator is positive, indicating that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So that is, amongst other things, one thing that is likely to be going on there, because we are seeing definitely momentum is tepid. That means it means that people are still selling off, no doubt about that, but behind the scenes people are buying it. So obviously, why would you not buy? Okay, let me not we're going to come there. Let's finish up what we're saying. So the Bollinger Bands are presently for DSGT are of a normal width. The signal that volatility has been in line with the norm for this stock. Okay, so easily I would say the stock is definitely a buy. It is, the fundamentals are great. This is an EV maker, and look at that, it's only 90 cents. And look at also, it has a market cap of $75.4 million. For heaven's sake, it's, even if you are not look at this, 75 million. Is that where it should be, given what is going on today? Definitely it should be, at least to be modest, 10 times this. So I know we can also see it has a short, relatively small float of 82.906 million shares. This is definitely going to be affecting, to some extent, not a great extent, the spreads between the bid and the ask and all that stuff. So at the same time as well, it's a stock that will definitely react a lot to changes, positive and negative, as a matter of fact. So yeah, but it's an EV maker. It is already making vehicles already and selling them already. So easily this stock is easily a buy. We have fundamentally we have explained it. It's obvious. But at the same time as well, currently, technically, it is a buy. We can see that momentum is not there. That means you should be a contrarian to that. You should, now that the momentum is tepid, it means maybe you should be considering buying as well. So, and at the same time as well, we can see that it is even below its 10-day trend line. Its 10-day trend line price is at 97 cents, and its 20-day trend line, since it's at 92 cents, whereas it closed at roughly 91 cents. So technically, it's cheaper, than the 10-day price is suggesting, and even what the 20-day price is suggesting. In the short term, it is it has pulled back. It has become cheaper. It's become affordable. It makes more sense now. It has cooled off a bit. It's no longer that crazy volatile like we saw probably sometime in December. Probably that's when it became a lot more popular and stuff like that. But the stock hasn't really been. It's not that new as such. Okay, it's been around for. I mean, since definitely way more than way beyond early last year, 2020. So easily, it's definitely a buy. And as usual as well, you go in with a small amount of money, something you can always afford to lose, and it's also for the long term. So don't buy it, and this is what I'm suggesting. Your strategy may be different, but this is definitely a stock for the future. You don't I wouldn't suggest that you just jump in and expect it to do well after 2 weeks, and so it could do well after 2 weeks. That's wonderful, but buy it and keep it for the long term, very long term. So easily the stock is definitely a buy. Let's even look at what we can find out as it concerns its short interest. Okay, short interest is has decreased by 78%. So it's currently at 11,500. 11,500. At some point it was 53,100. So let's see. Relative to this, it's going to be yes, way less than 1%. So the short interest is also not there. So it's not healthy enough. It's not tangible. It's not even up to 1%. So yeah, at the same time, that skepticism is not sufficient. But at the same time, the technicals and the fundamentals, makes the case that it is a good buy. It would have been super excellent if there was there was a sufficient amount of skepticism towards that. But at the same time, we can also continue to look at skepticism and short interests as and the way we have been looking at it. We can also look at it as in another sense. The fact that there isn't sufficient skepticism, there isn't sufficient short interest there, indicates, yes, that indeed maybe this company is good. Their disclosures are relatively honest, and the accounting is not suspicious, and they are definitely making vehicles, they are making cars, they have products and all that stuff. There isn't that much negativity towards them. That is probably amongst other things why there isn't enough short interest. So because it's not always that short interest, or rather the shots increase are there because people are trying to shave off some gains because the stock has run up a lot, or rather blown beyond its target, or all those sort of things, or it has exceeded expectations, and it's not likely to continue to deliver more and all that stuff. It's not only because of that. It could also be because people haven't given it, market participants and analysts or short sellers haven't really given it enough interest. Are not really keen on it at the moment. So there could be so many reasons why there isn't that many shots against it. So easily, DSG Global is definitely a buy. But if you're going to jump in cautiously, not with a lot of money, not with anything you can't afford to lose. Okay. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for pushing our subscriber count way beyond 1,000. We noticed that we had in the last week we had about 7,000 unique viewers, if all those 7,000 people click that subscribe button you're looking right now at the bottom right of your screen, we would definitely be probably close to 10,000. Yes, given that also we had also 9,000 unique viewers in the week before. Okay, so thank you very much again for watching this video, and keep remain alert. We'll keep bringing more for you.